Hello, I'm Keziah,
Hi, I'm Harry.
and we will be joining you here every second month as we make our way through the seasons and the Mariaton calendar, learning and sharing as we go in real time. We're both new to gardening and in the process of helping set up a biodynamic farm and market garden in the south of England. We've been using the calendar to help us choose sowing and transplanting dates within our crop plan. Later in the year, we'll also refer to the calendar to help us with harvesting storage crops such as potatoes, carrots, winter squash, celeriac, and beetroots that we will store. The premise of the calendar is that the moon has a profound influence on the earth and all the biological organisms. And our main focus will be on plant growth. And Harry will take us a little bit more in depth into the calendar in a moment. The growth of all plants and crops is enhanced when they are sown, transplanted, pruned, harvested, and weeded when the moon is in a constellation that matches the plant type. So the plants are split up into 4 groups, which are
Root, flower, leaf, and
fruit.
fruit.
And we'll take a little look at January and see what practical tasks we can do in line with the calendar. There isn't a hell of a lot going on in the garden during this time of year, but there are a few plantings and sowings of early crops that we can get going. And if you don't want to turn on your prop benches just yet, there are always windowsills that we can kickstart the leafy early greens in. And there are also things that we can work on, such as dormant plants and pruning and planting of hedgerows and fruit trees.
Cool. So we're in January here. That's the 1st to the 15th, but we'll look from the 16th to the 31st. And looking at the page as a whole, we've got the dates that are running down here from the 16th to the 31st. We've got the parts of the plant enhanced by the moon or planets. So you've got flower, leaf, fruit, and root, which are all 4 different colours. You've got the constellation that the moon is in here, and that is what corresponds with what day it is in terms of what part of the plant. You've got solar and lunar events which run down here, so things like new moon or perigee moon, things like waxing and waning moon, and then you've got more in-depth planetary aspects over here which you can look into more, and then just an area to make notes. You've got things that a small guide for things that you can do at what time. The new moon's on the 21st here, and it's also a perigee moon, so this is when it's closest to the Earth. This is seen as an unfavourable time to work on plants, so it's represented by the different grey bars. So these are days where we won't do anything, or we won't work with plants, so we won't sow seeds, we won't be transplanting, we won't be pruning.
But it's a good opportunity to go through your seeds, fine-tune your sowing calendar, clean up around the farm, fix your fences, and do all those other tasks that we hardly find time to get to.
Before the new moon, we're in the northern transplanting time, which is also called the descending moon, and these are 14-day periods. You've got the southern transplanting time here on the other side of the new moon, and yeah, so the blue bar here, this is when the moon is at its highest and when sap is drawn down into the plant. So it's a good time for planting plants out, such as hedges and fruit trees, as the roots are drawn down into the earth. If you were going to plant fruit trees like apples, then you'd want to do that on a fruit day, so like Friday the 20th here.
But if you're planting hedges for windbreaks and you want good leafy matter and growth, you could choose one of your leaf days.
And then beyond the new moon, we move into the southern transplanting time. That's the ascending moon phase. So it's the moon starts at its lowest in perigee, which is that PG there. After this, there are some root dates that potatoes could be chitted on. So we're probably going to do that at the end of the month. We're also going to sow spinach seeds and Asian greens, such as purple frills, Mizuna or Mabuna, and we'll do that on a leaf day, and we'll do that probably just inside the house somewhere, and then transplant them out on a leaf day sometime in February and straight into the polytunnel to have an early crop before we put things like tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers in.
Now would also be a good time to do any pruning of hedges or fruit trees that you may need to do. Even though they're only a few fruit days, you could a few hours on each day, you could still take advantage of that, as well as prune any other plants that need tending to. So now that we've introduced ourselves and a little bit of the calendar and what we're busy with in our garden, we would love to also hear from you as we make our way through the calendar, and let us know what you're busy with, and if you have any questions that we can grapple with together as we unpack the calendar and planting with it.
Cool, and we'll see you all in March.
Yeah, happy farming and gardening, everyone. Bye.